The Shadow and the Glory, Unraveling the Enduring Enigma of Napoleon Bonaparte. Imagine a figure who rose from relative obscurity to bestride Europe like a colossus, his name synonymous with military genius, sweeping reform, and an ambition that redrew the map of a continent. Step into the tumultuous era of Napoleon Bonaparte, the Corsican-born artillery officer who became Emperor of France, a man whose life was a whirlwind of breathtaking victories, crushing defeats, and an enduring legacy that continues to fascinate and provoke debate centuries later. His story is a captivating drama of ambition, intellect, and the intoxicating allure of power. Born Napoleon Bonaparte in Ajaccio, Corsica, in 1769, his early life offered few hints of the extraordinary destiny that awaited him. A scholarship to military academies in France provided him with the education and discipline that would forge his formidable character. The chaos and upheaval of the French Revolution provided the stage for his rapid ascent. His military brilliance first shone brightly during the siege of Toulon in 1793, and his decisive actions in suppressing royalist uprisings in Paris further cemented his reputation as a capable and ruthless commander. His Italian campaign in 1796 to 1797 catapulted him to national fame. Leading a demoralized and under-equipped army, Bonaparte unleashed a series of stunning victories against the Austrians and their allies, showcasing his innovative military tactics, lightning-fast maneuvers, and the magnetic charisma that inspired his troops to feats of incredible bravery. He returned to France a hero, a symbol of the nation's resurgent power and ambition. The Egyptian campaign in 1798, while ultimately a military setback, further enhanced his mystique. Alongside his military ambitions, Napoleon brought scholars and scientists, leading to significant discoveries like the Rosetta Stone, forever linking his name to intellectual pursuits as well as military might. Seizing the opportunity presented by the political instability of the Directory, Napoleon orchestrated a coup d'etat in 1799, establishing the consulate with himself as first consul. This marked the beginning of his autocratic rule, yet it was also a period of significant reform. The Napoleonic Code, a comprehensive legal system, standardized laws across France and influenced legal systems worldwide. He reformed the financial system, established the Bank of France, and invested in infrastructure, laying the foundations for a more modern and efficient state. His ambition, however, knew no bounds. In 1804, he crowned himself Emperor of France, a move that signaled his desire to establish a new European order under French dominance. The following years witnessed a series of Napoleonic wars that reshaped the continent. His Grande Armée, a formidable fighting force, achieved spectacular victories at Austerlitz, Jena Auerstedt, and Wagram, humbling the great powers of Europe and placing vast territories under French control or influence. Napoleon's military genius lay in his ability to adapt and innovate. He revolutionized warfare with his emphasis on speed, maneuverability, and the concentration of forces. His charismatic leadership and inspirational speeches instilled a fierce loyalty in his soldiers, who were willing to follow him into the thickest of battles. Yet, the tide eventually turned. The disastrous invasion of Russia in 1812 decimated his Grande Armée, marking the beginning of his decline. The subsequent War of the Sixth Coalition led to his abdication and exile to the island of Elba in 1814. But the allure of power proved too strong. In a daring escape, Napoleon returned to France in 1815, rallying his old guard and briefly regaining control during the 100 Days. His final defeat at the Battle of Waterloo against the combined forces of the British and Prussians marked the definitive end of his reign and led to his exile to the remote island of St. Helena in the South Atlantic, where he died in 1821. The legacy of Napoleon Bonaparte is complex and multifaceted. He was a brilliant military strategist and a capable administrator who implemented lasting reforms. He spread the ideals of the French Revolution, liberty, equality, and fraternity across Europe, albeit often through conquest. Yet he was also an autocrat whose ambition led to years of devastating warfare and immense human cost. He remains a figure of intense debate. Was he a liberator who swept away the remnants of feudalism, or a tyrant who sought to dominate Europe for his own glory? Was he a visionary leader who modernized France, or a warmonger whose insatiable ambition plunged the continent into chaos? Regardless of one's interpretation, Napoleon Bonaparte remains one of the most significant figures in European history. His impact on the political map, legal systems, and military thought is undeniable. His life, a dramatic arc from humble beginnings to imperial grandeur and eventual exile, continues to captivate and inspire awe. He embodies the complexities of human ambition, the allure and the perils of power, and the enduring shadow and glory that accompany those who dare to shape the course of history. To grapple with the forces that shape modern Europe, one must confront the enduring enigma of Napoleon Bonaparte, the man who briefly held the continent in his hand.